Yogurt is a popular fermented milk product containing both Lactobacillus bulgarisus and Staphylococcus thermophilus culture. The word yogurt is originally Turkish. It is described a curdled or a coagulated milk product result from bacterial fermentation. These bacteria named yogurt culture ferment lactose to lactic acid and process milk protein towards special texture and nutritional exclusivities. Nutritionally, yogurt is resourceful in essential amino acid, calcium, vitamin D, riboflavin, vitamin B6 and vitamin B12. Lactose intolerant people tolerate yogurt because of lactose converted to glucose and galactose and followed by fermentation process to produce the lactic acid. The different fat content level in yogurt offer flexibility in consumption by different healthy and disease groups. Yogurt is a valuable unique food product for infants because of controlling the diarrheal disease. Yogurt reduces by bacteria, a limited growth of toxin-producing and oncogenic microbes. It acts as an antioxidant, which reduces the risk of cancer. Yogurt can help prevent osteoporosis by increasing the calcium absorption and reduce the chance of osteolysis. It also reduces high blood pressure and control the cholesterol level by its hypercholesterolemic property. Yogurt also promotes gut and vaginal health. It helps to control diabetes by increasing the insulin sensitivity. Yogurt is recommended to consume yogurt pre-meal with milk to induce satiety and prevent energy over intake and control the obesity. There are different types of yogurt. First is a low-fat or non-fat. Low-fat or reduced fat yogurt is made with 2%. A non-fat yogurt is made with 0% of skim milk. Kefir. Kefir is a liquid yogurt for drinking. It contains probiotic and easy to make at home by adding kefir grain to milk and leaving it to stand for 12 to 24 hours. Greek yogurt has a higher protein content than other yogurt, but it contains less calcium. Greek yogurt is thick and creamy. It can withstand heat better than regular yogurt. And lastly is a non-dairy yogurt. Non-dairy yogurt alternative include soy yogurt and coconut milk yogurt. Probiotic. The microorganism Lactobacillus bulgarisus is used to ferment yogurt. Some yogurt have probiotic added to them. Probiotics are the type of healthy bacteria that benefit the gut. They help regulate the digestive system and decrease gas, diarrhea, constipation and bloating. Some research has suggested that probiotics can boost the immune system, help the weight management and reduce the risk of cancer. Consuming yogurt and other probiotic food may enhance absorption of vitamin and mineral. The two most common bacteria used to ferment meat into yogurt are Lactobacillus bulgarisus and Staphylococcus thermophilus, but many yogurt contain additional bacteria strain. Calcium. Dairy products are one of the best dietary sources of calcium in terms of bioavailability. Calcium is essential for the development and maintenance of healthy bone and teeth. It is also important for blood clotting, wound healing, and maintain normal blood pressure.
Okay, I will continue to the next point, which is processing technique of yogurt. The yogurt that our group choose is lactale yogurt from Nestle. In lactale yogurt productions, it involves 9 steps, which are adjust milk composition and blend ingredient, pasteurization, homogenization, cooling, inoculate with started culture, holding, cooling, additions of fruits and flavors, and the last step is packaging. Let's go for the first step, which is adjust milk composition and blend ingredients. The aim of this step is to get desired amount of fat and solid contents for the yogurt production. In this step, the dry milk also been added, which to increase amount of whey proteins and provide desired texture, while the additions of the stabilizer in the milk, which to increase the stability and thickness of the milk. Next, step 2 in the productions of lactale yogurt is pasteurization process. The aim of this step is to denature the whey protein and reduce the number of microbes as well as to remove an oxygen. It is the mass process which by heating concentrated milk or milk fortified by skim milk powder to about 90 degrees Celsius for a few minutes. This step help the milk protein to form a more stable gel which to prevents from separation of water during storage. Pasteurization process also must be done before the additions of started culture. This to ensure that the started culture remain active in the yogurt for fermentation process. The third step in the productions of yogurt, which is homogenization process. The aim of this step is to mix all the ingredients used and also to improve the yogurt consistency. The step 4 of lactose yogurt productions, which is cooling process. The aim of these stages is to provide an ideal growth temperature for the started culture. This is because the started culture can easily killed at a high temperature. Thus, the mixture will be placed in a milk cooling tank until reach a temperature of around 44 degrees Celsius, at which point a controlled culture of Lactobacillus bulgaricus and Staphylococcus thermophilus is added. Next, step 5, which is inoculate with started culture. The aim of this step is to ferment lactose to lactic acid. Usually, the started culture used are in a group of Lactobacillus bulgaricus and Staphylococcus thermophilus. These two lactic organisms produce the required acidity and delicate yogurt flavor. Souring and thickening take place in about 3 hours at 44 degrees Celsius and stop when the mixture is cool at 5 degrees Celsius. When the number of lactic acid increase, the pH will be lower, thus help the milk to close or form a soft gel. Next, step 6 is a holding process. Holding process is a process which to allow the fermentation after the additions of the started culture. This to allow the mixture to clotting together and produce a soft gel. The mixture will be kept at 44 degrees Celsius until a pH 4.5 of a mixture is reached. The third last step in productions of yogurt, which is cooling process. In this step, the mixture will be cooled at 5 degrees Celsius by using milk cooling tank. This process been done to stop fermentation process. Step 8, which is the additions of fruit and flavor. At these stages, fruit and flavor are added to give the yogurt the desired taste. Usually, the fruit or flavor will be added at different stages, which depending to the types of the yogurt. The last step in productions of yogurt is package. The yogurt is pumped from the fermentation vat. For lactate Nestle yogurt, the yogurt will be packed in an aseptic plastic packaging that use polystyrene materials with aluminium foil as a sealing materials. The packaging will be sterilized at 135 degrees Celsius for 1 to 2 seconds in order to produce an aseptic packaging. For aseptic plastic packaging such as LDPE, LLDPE and EVOH materials will be used. It's due to the design being more flexible and easy to be carried in a small portions.
Lactalis, a French leading dairy company present in more than 90 countries around the world, has acquired the Nestle chilled dairy, yogurt and yogurt drink business in Malaysia. From October 2019, all Nestle chilled dairy products is sold under a new brand, Lactel. Created in 1967, Lactel is the #1 milk brand in France, providing top quality products to consumers in more than 50 countries around the world. According to a statement from Nestle Malaysia Berhad, they are disposing their chilled dairy and manufacturing businesses to French dairy group Lactalis for 155.3 million ringgit Malaysia.
For the packaging material that Nestle yogurt use is this, which is a polystyrene cup and cap that is usually comes with aluminium foil that will be heat sealed on the cup before put on the cap, and also with a foldable spoon.
So this polystyrene cup is labeled with number 6, which is a plastic recycling symbol for polystyrene. This picture shows a detailed packaging material for Nestle yogurt packaging.
There are several functions that this yogurt packaging can be done on its content. First is protect the content on their way to the customer. Second, protect the product after purchase. Third, acceptable to the middleman. And fourth, help to persuade the consumer to taste it. So first, protect the content on their way to the customer, which it is well designed so it could protect the
the yogurt content during the shipment and prevent tampering in the warehouse or retail store. Second, it protects the product after purchase, where it is convenient to use, cleaner, and less susceptible to losses from spilling and contamination because it's good quality of packaging. Third, the packaging is acceptable to the middleman, which it is suitable for displaying and stacking in the stores. Lastly, it helps to persuade the customer to buy the product. With the attractive and colorful with the illustration fruits and creamy delicious yogurt on the packaging, it can persuade the customer to taste the product.
For the next part of the packaging is the labeling. Labeling on the packaging helps consumer to know more about the product. Example of the labeling is the expired date on the packaging. Expired date tell the consumer the last day of the product is safe to consume. Next, the storage instruction on the packaging will tell consumer on how to handle and store the product. For example, yogurt should be stored in the refrigerator at 4 degrees Celsius or below. As we can see on the yogurt packaging, there is a special claim on the label which is the fat-free, and there's also a halal logo on the packaging. Next, labeling also consists of ingredient and the nutritional value. The ingredient on the packaging will allow consumer to know the ingredient used, especially to those who may be allergic to the certain ingredient. Meanwhile, the nutritional value describe the nutrition content of the food and help consumer dietary needs. Next, labeling also consists of the name of the product, the barcode for market use, and the manufacturing name and address. On the next part of the packaging is the sealing use. The sealing material that is used for the yogurt is aluminium foil. The video shows the sealing process of the yogurt using the aluminium foil. The aluminium foil will provide a barrier against light, moisture, and oxygen. Because of the acidic nature of the yogurt and the need for heat sealing, the aluminium foil is typically covered with a layer of plastic. That's all from me.
Quality control program for yogurt manufacturer include control of product flavor, body and texture, color, process and composition. The flavor defects are generally described as too intense, too weak or unnatural. The sweetness level may be excessive, weak or may inhibit corn syrup flavor. The flavor may be too tart, weak or atypical. The ingredient used may be impart undesirable flavor like sour, metallic, old ingredient, oxidized and rancid or unclean. Lack of a control in processing procedure may cause overcooked, caramelized, or too tart flavor. Proper control of processing parameters are ingredient quality ensure good flavor. In hard-packed frozen yogurt, a coarse and icy texture may be caused by formations of the ice crystal due to fluctuation in storage temperature. Sandiness may be due to lactose crystal resulting from too high level of milk solid or whey solid. A soggy or gummy defect is caused by too high milk solid nut fat level or too high sugar content. A weak body results from too high overrun and insufficient total solid. Color defect may be caused by the lack of intensity or authenticity of hue and shade. Proper blending of fruit puree and yogurt mix is necessary for uniformity of color. The compositional control tests are fat, moisture, pH and overrun, and microscopic examination of yogurt culture to ensure that ratio 1:1 in Lactobacillus burgeriaceus and Staphylococcus thermophilus. Good microbiology quality of all ingredients is necessary. As a guideline, raw milk and cream should contain fewer than 500,000 and 800,000 bacteria per ml respectively. The total bacteria count of pasteurized fluid dairy products should not exceed 50,000 count per gram or milk. Coliform count of pasteurized products should not exceed 10 per grams or milk. How long does yogurt last? Yogurt can last from 1 until 3 weeks beyond its best by date stamp on the carton. The shelf life of yogurt and its ultimate expiration date depends on variety of factors such as sell-by date and its preparation method and how it's stored. Does yogurt go bad? Yes, it does, but not as quickly as you might think. Yogurt is a dairy product produced by practical fermentation of milk, and most yogurt contain leaf culture. The beneficial active culture is contained to promote a healthy intestinal environment when eaten.